Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? This is JC here. It's Tuesday afternoon, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Gonna go try out version 12.5.4 today. See how we do with a couple of drives and try a little bit of actually smart summon. So let's get going. A little bit slow out of the gate there. We were go ahead and see how long it would take. That's been something with version 12.5 that has been a little bit of 50-50, is when you engage it, how long does it take to actually get off the starting line? And for a lot of folks, half the time you actually have to go ahead and just do a light push on the accelerator pedal to get it going. I found that it's about 50-50 for me. So what I do is I go ahead and just let it go. If it doesn't move out in about 10 seconds, then it's obvious that it needs a little push. But I've found that about half the time it'll get going. But that's kind of interesting. That only started with version 12.5. That wasn't on any previous versions. So kind of interesting there, that a lot of people actually need to do a little quick accelerator push before they even get started on the drive. But again, no big whoop. Taking a right turn here. We've got a landscaping truck ahead of us. We move over to the left, very smooth. Get back over to our lane on the right, very smooth. About to go into a roundabout, and then we'll take the first immediate right out of the roundabout. Good job. Maintain speed, 13, 14, 15 miles an hour. Excellent job. We're going to take a left up at the stop sign. This is a three-way stop here in front of the elementary school. First, we'll come to a complete and total stop. There we go. Take our left. Oh, we got a car coming. Hesitated there. Although there's a three-way stop, the car still hesitated a bit. Oh, good job there. Slowed down a bit for that vehicle coming. There was a little bit of hesitation there making that left turn because there were cars coming out of the school. And I can understand the hesitation, wanting to just make absolutely sure. But legally, that's a three-way stop. So there was no need to legally have any hesitation there. But quite understandable when you see 2 or 3 vehicles coming out of a school parking lot, that you'll and that they were not stopped, they were moving forward. Well, somebody's got somewhere to go. This is a 30-mile-per-hour speed zone. We're going 42, so that car is going about 50 to 60. They're going about 50 to 60 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. That's pretty. Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at that dude. He got over on the other side of the road. Oh, handled that pedestrian really well. That is just some silliness right there. And I'm being very kind to what that car, that's how accidents get started, is somebody doing something like that. So you're going 50 to 60 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, and then you get all the way over into the left lane with oncoming traffic in a 30-mile-per-hour zone with a kid walking along the road. That's extremely dangerous and ill-advised. And again, I'm choosing pretty nice terms there. And look where he's at right now. He's stuck in front of the railroad tracks where we're going to be in a second. He didn't get anywhere. Lesson learned right there. It's that Elantra right there. Well, you probably can't see it in the video, but he's literally right there at the railroad tracks. Like, what was he trying to accomplish? All right, we got a Dodge Ram truck coming down. They've got the right of way. All right, they turned right. They turned to their right, but we got another vehicle coming in. We got to make sure we got clearance over here, and we do. Good job. Get up to the railroad tracks. Wait for traffic to move through here, and then we likewise will progress over the railroad tracks and then go straight. All right, here we go. Come up to the stop sign. We've got some oncoming traffic to our left. Oh, they're turning in. But when we got another vehicle to our left, and we should be good after this. And we are. There we go. Good job. Right, we're on a little county road here. No lane markings. Not very good pavement, although not terrible. There's not a lot of potholes, but it's just not it's your typical little country road, little thoroughfare here. And we'll get up to the feeder of East Tex Freeway 59 North. We'll make a complete stop here. Know what this truck is doing. All right. Oh, it's trying to turn in there, so it was giving us oh, very nice of them. Well, not very nice of them. This is his only choice. He's got to take a pretty wide angle there, but that's pretty good that we took it. Good job. Good job, Tesla FSD. And we're making our way all the way over to the left. I believe we're going to make a U-turn. Yeah. So we will at some point make a U-turn underneath the bridge because we need to be going the other direction. We need to go south. We are going to go to a couple of different places today. We're going to go to Deerbrook Mall. Well, first we're going to need to get over to the right. Let's see here. Lane's going to merge here. There we go. Start moving over. Good job. We're going to go to Deerbrook Mall in Humble, Texas, to the Barnes & Noble, which is essentially one of the flagship stores that anchors the mall, along with Dillard's and JCPenney and Macy's and those type of folks. And we will do some actually smart summon in the mall parking lot. And then we'll head over to Sam's Club. I've done a couple of HEBs, one in Kingwood and one in Atascocita. I've done the Costco. We have one Costco over here in Humble. And so now we're going to try the Sam's Club. So I'm essentially going to different places around here in Northeast Houston metro area that have fairly large parking lots where there's also going to be some traffic. What I haven't done yet is I've yet to try it out on a weekend. The first weekend that I had actually smart summon, I was actually with my son up in Dallas, visiting him last weekend. Went up, he's a student, a freshman at the University of North Texas, He's a history and theater major up there. So that's good to go. He's really enjoying it. He's about a little over a month in, about a month and a half in of being up there. So this was my first time to travel back up there. I went up there to help drop him off. Not really drop him off, he's got his own vehicle, but I drove up there behind him and helped him with some stuff. And this last weekend was my first time to actually go back up to Denton, get to visit with him, break a little bread, walk around the campus with him, go to a football game, and just spend some time with him. So that was fun, but obviously was not focused on doing any sort of FSD stuff or actually smart summon while I was there with him. I did video my drives through downtown Dallas, which I will tell you, wow, that place is crazy. I mean, I know LA can be rough. I've driven through the 40. I've driven pretty much the full extent of the 405 one or two times when I've been in LA on FSD. I've obviously driven it more than one or two times, but on Tesla FSD, and that was an experience. But I will tell you that Dallas, specifically the downtown area, all the interchanges that you have to make there, that is also a significant undertaking to say the least. But FSD did great. We got all the way from the south end of the Dallas metro area to the north end. No disengagements, no interventions. And I'll be quite honest with you, FSD was just tremendous. And especially with no nag, that was so nice to be able to have FSD get me from the south end of Dallas all the way to the north end and not have to worry about looking at my screen for a nag. And also just the navigation. I made a post where it did really good at all of the 98 different interchanges and exchanges you got to do to make it through there. That's obviously a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, but it's not 98. But I'll tell you what, it's in the double digits of how many interchanges you got to take, you know, exits and interchanges. And so Tesla FSD Supervised version 12.5.4 handled it flawlessly and was just an excellent defensive driver the whole time. So we are up on East Tex Freeway now, going south towards the mall. We'll be here for about 4 miles. And then we'll take the 1960 exit that'll take us to the mall. We'll find a place to park in the Deerbrook Mall parking lot, and then we'll test actually smart summon ASS for short. Another beautiful day in the Houston metropolitan area. A little bit on the hot side, showing 95 degrees, partly cloudy, blue skies, not a lot of humidity, but still pretty hot. It's 95 and it's October 1st. One other interesting thing about today, October 1st is the first official day of my retirement. I officially retired from my firm yesterday, September 30th, which is the end of the fiscal year for the firm that I was a partner at. I was a audit partner at one of the big 4 accounting firms, I did that gig for 28 years. It was great. I can't thank them enough for how they changed the trajectory of my life, my family's life, and quite frankly, generations that'll come after me. A kid from the trailer park, from the Magnolia Garden Trailer Park in Beaumont, Texas, to being a partner at one of the biggest global accounting firms in the world. It was a pleasure, and I'll always be indebted to them for not only employing a kid from Southeast Texas who did not know why you needed 3 forks and 4 knives and 8 spoons, which side that the water goes on and which side that the bread goes on. And they took me in, and 12 years later I made partner, and so I was a partner for 16 years. Lots of great clients, lots of great people that I got to work with over those years, but it was just time. It was time to hang up the cleats, as they say. I was ready to move on, ready to do something different. And what I'm really thankful to my firm for, amongst many other things, is I don't really have to do anything. I'm blessed. I'm absolutely, the Lord has just blessed me that I could spend that much time at a firm and be in a position where I am now at the age of 55, where I not only have to worry about my future, but neither do my family, my kids, and my grandkids. And so I count myself as very fortunate for that. Don't get me wrong, I worked hard. I worked really hard and had to sacrifice quite a bit. A lot of 2 and 3 a.m. nights or mornings, or what to me they were nights at that time. But it was all well worth it. All well worth it. And so now I have decided to fully dedicate myself to Tesla and our mission. I've been a shareholder, and so I will continue to be engaged as a Tesla shareholder, but I'm also a Tesla FSD supervisor, and so I will also do my part from that perspective as well. And who knows what the future will bring, what all it'll mean. It'll definitely be something entrepreneurial, because that's just in my blood. I love working with people. I love figuring out brand new ideas. Now, granted, I got paid to help other people implement it for years. All right, heading down the parking lot here. Not too busy right now. So let's go ahead and find a parking spot here. Take it easy. All right, that was fun. So we did actually smart summon in the mall parking lot and had some bystanders who really thought it was pretty cool. Took some video. I haven't looked at the video of them yet, but looked like they were having a great time. So that was awesome. That's kind of the first time I've really gotten a outsider perspective, like just a man on the street, and they loved it. They were wanting to take videos, and we chatted for a little while. So yeah, that's cool. So now I'm gonna go over to the Sam's Club and see how it does over there. So let's go. Let's see how we do out of the gate here. Is it gonna get off its mark, or am I gonna have to give it a little bit of a pedal push? We'll see. Well, we got a pedestrian coming up to the right now, so I don't know. May wait until the pedestrian crosses. There we go, young gentleman. Oh, got a new suit. Nice. Let's let him cross. Oh, okay. So it did go on its own. Well, I'm 2 for 2 today. That took a little bit of time, but I will say that a good part of that was the young man coming to our right. But still, as you can see there, a little trepidatious. Okay. Coming out of the mall parking lot here. A little barren over here by, I don't know, is this Macy's, or I think this is Macy's? Dillard's, okay. A little barren over here. Hopefully Sam's Club's a little busier. It's tough during the week. Like, I really want to try it out on a weekend at a Costco, Sam's Club here at the mall. It's a little tougher to get a lot of people on a weekday, so I'll wait until the afternoon. Usually if you're going to have some people, it's going to be like after school gets out, and it's about 4 o'clock right now. All right, we've got to take a right, or actually, I'm sorry, no, we're taking a left. My bad. Don't listen to the person sitting in the driver's seat. Do not listen to him. Watch the car. Now we're going to take a right. And it's our turn, so we go. Good job. Great job. And we ought to stay in the right lane, which is what we do. Put on our right blinker and take a right here on FM 1960. And we don't have to go very far. It's only about a half mile down the road. But 1960 can get pretty busy. So let's see how we handle this. We got some oncoming traffic. Ooh, we got a truck right there. Do not get in the way of that fuel truck. Let them go. I got some more traffic coming, and yeah, there we go, another one. We got another one coming. Now after this right here, we should be good, and we are. There we go. Great job. Great job. Now we're going to have to merge over to the left here, our lane run, which is exactly what we do. Man, she just beats me to the punch most of the time. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let me try to get around some of this track. There we go. Look at you showing out. Now remember, we got to get right back over after this traffic light, so hope you're willing to be swift and nimble today. We'll see. All right, we got the green light up there, but as you can see, it's a bit congested here after school. Well, 1960s always got a little bit of congestion, but not too bad right now. All right, we're going to start moving forward. Now, once we get past this traffic light, it's going to need to make its way back over to the right lane. So I'll be interested to see how she does. And she wants to try to start making that move now, but it ain't going to work, honey. It ain't going to work. So let's just see. You've got until the traffic light to do it. or we'll have to reroute, which won't be the end of the world. There's a bunch of ways to get to Sam's Club, but this is the quickest. Now let's just see what you can do. First of all, let's see how nice Houstonians are on 1960. And they happen to be really nice. And she happens to be very nimble. Let me give them a wave. Gave them a wave. Excellent job. And she probably just cut out a full 2 minutes for us sitting through a light. Great job, Tesla FSD. And here we are at the Sam's Club / Big Lots / Beauty Empire Super Center. That's where I need to go. I need to go to the Beauty Empire. I need to work on myself. All right. All right. Let's find ourselves a parking spot around here. A little bit busier over here at the Sam's Club than it was at the mall. That makes sense. Which way does it want to go? It wants to go left. Just let's not hit this young lady. And I think we got a Toyota Sequoia. Well, they're turning left, so we should be good right here. There we go. There we go. Now let's not hit those pedestrians. Neither those poles or those pedestrians. Oh, this will be fun. This one's going to be good. Let's see. Where do we want to... I don't know if it's going to choose a parking spot or we got to choose it. So we'll find out. I think we're going to have to choose one. Okay, well that was fun. Did some Actually Smart Summon at the Sam's Club parking lot and had it pull me over to the beauty store because I needed to get some beauty supplies, obviously. And so yeah, let's head on back to the house now, and we can talk about it. Let's head on out. All right, let's see how we do out of the gate this time. Still hesitating. There we go. I don't know why it does that, but we're 3 for 3 at least. But that one took, I have to count when we run the video back, but that seemed like it went about a good 10 seconds. But it did it. So did not have to push the accelerator to get it to go. Not that that's a big deal or anything, but still, I don't know why it does that. Anywho, yeah, I had a awesome test at both here at the Sam's Club as well as over at the mall. So great job with Actually Smart Summon. Oh, we got some roofers doing some work over here. I'm not exactly sure what that place is. Oh, we're about to find out. Oh, it's the Golden Corral. Yes, sir. Now, where are we going in the Golden Corral? I don't want to go to the Golden Corral. What are we going to do here? Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing now. This is going to be interesting because there's a lot of traffic right here. So I don't know if you're going to be able to... You may be here for a little bit. I don't know. We're trying to go left out of here. And I don't know, can we do it? We're about to find out. Well, it got us over here in the left lane. Let's see if we can get our butt out of the way, though. Yeah, we're pretty good. I'm looking at my butt. We're right on the yellow line. And we're not taking up the right lane, so that's good. We're actually, honestly, we are in the perfect spot for not taking up the right lane to the right of us or the other lane going the opposite direction of us. We are basically right where you can be to not get in anybody's way and still be in this left turning lane. I'm gonna tell you what, that's a great job. Great job, Tesla FSD. Great job. In this left turning lane. Once the light turns green, we're going to move up a little bit. Now we're almost perfectly nestled in the lane, but now we're perfect. We're not on the yellow or the white, so we're good. Great job. All right, here we go. Here we go. Get on 1960. Good smooth turn. Stay in our lane for the most part. We got over a bit into the next lane, just a skosh, but that median juts out pretty far at us on that one. So it's kind of tough to do a hairpin turn with that median coming so far out. So not bad tall, not bad tall. Now we're gonna have a little bit of traffic here on 1960, but nothing too bad. It'll move along. Going by the mall. Yeah, just had some great interactions today. It's interesting, the first 2 to 3 days that I went out and used Actually Smart Summon and filmed it, for the most part, I didn't get a lot of reactions from anybody. Somebody asked me, like, what are the reactions like? And I was like, well, I don't think anybody even realized it. people were so preoccupied with themselves that they didn't even look to see that, oh, by the way, there's nobody driving that car. But today, it was the exact opposite. So that was really cool. Definitely got some really good interactions. And in fact, if I were a salesman, I think I made 2 Tesla sales today. And oh, by the way, both gentlemen who are now saying they're really thinking about getting a Tesla are both in their early 60s. One's originally from Memphis, West Tennessee, and he and his wife recently moved down to the East Texas area. I think they bought some land down here. And then another couple from Huffman. Very, very nice couples. Very nice. So that was awesome. That was awesome. And Ray, if you see this, what's up, bud? Nice talking to you today. All right. We're going to continue going straight here, I believe. I don't know if we're getting up on East Tex Freeway or we're going straight. Looks like it wants us to go straight, which is exactly what we do. Okay. It does not want us to get up on East Tex. Again, I don't know why, but I generally trust the navigation when it doesn't put me up on a freeway. Yes, like I said, it was interesting before. Most folks are just so preoccupied. Be honest with you, most folks are looking at their phone when they're walking in. They not only look at their phone while they're driving, they're looking at their phone while they're walking in a parking lot. So they didn't even notice that nobody was driving the car. But today it was great. And yeah, like I said, met a couple of nice couples. Met at the mall in front of Barnes and Noble. Met a couple of young gentlemen who were real interested, and I think they were taking some video of it on their iPhones. So that was cool. And I think there was another young lady that wanted to run up and look at the car. And then there at Sam's Club, met a couple of really nice couples. One early on, like I said, they were from West Tennessee, and then another couple from Huffman, which is Huffman's a little town right here in this area of Southeast Texas. I guess you could call it the greater Houston metropolitan area. You know, Porter, basically saying we're right on the outskirts. When you get to Porter or Huffman, you're basically getting out of Houston. I always tell people we're the gateway to the Piney Woods. That once you leave us, you are going north to the Piney Woods. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Now I see why it didn't put me up on the freeway. Tesla navigation for the win once again. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but if you look over to our left, it's a parking lot on 59 East Tex Freeway right now. So we got the hookup. Tesla nav kept us on the feeder. Granted, we're going to get the stoplights, but we're not going to get the parking lot either. So yeah, both of them were both couples. You know, not saying they're going to do it yay or nay, but just showed interest, which is cool. Anytime, you know, just you show the technology, and really at the end of the day, the main thing is it's always going to be the same thing. It's butts and seats. Because on paper, it obviously makes sense, right? An EV is always going to make sense on paper compared to a regular ICE you know, internal combustion engine. No maintenance. Transportation costs are a fraction of gasoline. Now, granted, our gas here in Texas is a lot cheaper than a lot, you know, some of the folks I know in California on the East Coast. But still, even here, even if with gas at $3 to $3.50 a gallon, 8 to 9 cents a kilowatt hour is going to spank that in the butt every single day, right? And I get that out of a 110 volt in my garage every single day. So that's always going to win out, and it's only getting cheaper and cheaper, because here in Texas we actually build. we actually build out infrastructure, so our power, in some parts, I'm not talking about all parts, but the vast majority, we can bring it down. Gasoline, we can't bring it down. That you got to go talk to somebody else about gas prices, and they're not in this country. So yeah, on paper, it's always going to make sense. But for most folks, retired folks like myself, and especially in my part of the country, let's just be blunt, you know, down here in Texas, down in the South, you know, we're going to traditional ways when it comes to trucks and, you know, Chevy and Ford. But the range anxiety is always going to be something. And the other thing here in Houston, and one of the couples I was talking to, you could tell they've lived through some hurricanes in their day, is getting them over the hump with that. It's like, well, what do you do in a hurricane? And so I mentioned to them that, hey, and here in the last 2 or 3 hurricanes, it's been electric vehicles that have saved the day. So, you know, sometimes you got to remind folks that gas stations run off of electricity. So, you know, if we don't have power, they don't have power. And so a couple of things. When some of the gas stations here in Houston didn't have generators, they ran them off of cyber trucks, you know, and so you got that. And then secondly, some of the chargers run off of solar. And so even if you run out of, you know, a generator, or if you run off of the normal grid, if you don't have the normal grid up, you know, the sun always shines, and unfortunately it really shines right after a hurricane. Sometimes we wish it didn't. People who have gone through a hurricane will know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I think 10 years ago that may have been a true statement. I think 10 years ago, if you lived in a hurricane prone area, it probably would have behooved you to keep even if you were a big time EV advocate, it probably behooved you to keep a gas car, just in case. I will tell you, Elon has switched that equation around. I would tell you, if you live in a hurricane-prone area and you love your gas cars, keep an electric car just in case. Elon has turned a lot of things on its head, and that is one of them. He has completely reversed the math on hurricane prone areas. Honestly, you are doing yourself a disservice if you don't at least have one electric car, and quite honestly, a Tesla. Just get yourself I'm going to talk, any of you old school Tesla folks, just tune out right now. I'm talking to my people for a second. You're old school, you were born and raised in East Texas and whatnot, I hear you. Just do yourself this. Go buy yourself a used Tesla for $20,000. Seriously, you can go get a 2018 Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive, single motor. You can probably find that thing for $20,000, and you're going to get all the same software I get. Now, granted, it's going to have some miles on it, and the battery's seen some wear and tear. But the deal is most of them, if you buy them from Tesla, come with a warranty on the battery. So you really, and if you're in a hurricane prone area, I am just going to tell you the God's honest truth. You are doing yourself a disservice if you don't own an electric vehicle, because there are people in Florida today, and there were people here in the Houston area back during Beryl, who the only folks that were able to get around with peace of mind were those that had Teslas, because we had power. We had some of the superchargers were still up, and the gas stations were either down or they had lines out the yazoo. All right, let me narrate this intersection here real quick. We got traffic coming to the left, so we need to wait on that. We got traffic coming to the right, so we need to wait on that. We got traffic in front of us, so we're going, and I think that truck's got the, I don't know if that Chevy's got the right of way or not, but it doesn't matter. Right now we got traffic coming from the left that they've obviously got the right of way. That Chevy is going, yep, they got the right of way, and then we go, and perfect job. We just kind of wanted to tell that Chevy Silverado, you better do you know what, or get off the pot. Got a young gentleman to the left. We're going to avoid him. He is partaking in some sort of substance. We don't care. He's good to go. He's in our rear view mirror now, so he is safe. We're going to come to a complete and total stop here at the stop sign and take a left. So yeah, let me repeat that. If you are in a hurricane prone area, buy yourself just the cheapest little Tesla. I would recommend that you buy it from Tesla so that you can get the warranty on the battery. But just get yourself one, even if you don't want to have it as your daily driver. I think eventually you're going to want to have it as your daily driver, but just try it out. All right, looks like we got a little congestion up here. I wonder why. Oh, I see why. We got a school bus up there. Right? Let me pay attention, because we got kiddos. We got precious cargo to the left. All right, there we go. There, past them, so we're good. Not that I don't care about the rest of these folks on the road, but you definitely want to pay attention to school buses, because that is precious cargo. All right, so yeah, today was great. And yeah, actually Smart Summon just worked really, really well in the parking lot of both Sam's and of the mall. Like I said, I am going to take it out this weekend as well, and I'm going to take it through the Costco parking lot on a Saturday at 2 in the afternoon, because that, my friends, is the ultimate litmus test. This is great, don't get me wrong. Sam's Club on any day in the afternoon is going to be, as y'all are going to probably be able to see on the video, and even the mall at 3:30 in the afternoon, you're still going to have folks out there. But yeah, nothing like a Costco or a Sam's Club on a Saturday afternoon between 1 and 3 p.m. That, my friends, is the NFL. There's high school ball, there's college ball, and then there's the NFL. So I want to say the mall was kind of like top tier high school football. Like it was good. That's kind of like top tier high school. That Sam's Club at 4 o'clock on a Monday afternoon, I think we're up in college ball there. In fact, I'll have to take a look at the video, but I kind of get the sense that might even been, you know, some SEC, Big 10, Big 12 college football. But the big leagues, Sunday, if you want to play on Sunday, you got to go out on a Saturday. That was pretty good. That was pretty good, if I don't say so myself. Yeah, that's the same. If you want to play on Sundays, you got to go out to Costco on a Saturday. That's going to be, that'll take. Tesla, there's another Tesla. A red one too, nice one. That's an old school Tesla. That's a pre-Highland Model 3. But good looking Model 3 there. Yeah, that one right there, that's probably what, a 2020, 2021? depending on how many miles you got on it, you can probably get that thing for 20 or 25K. And like I was going to say before we started going down that little country road, going to have the same software I've got. Granted, it's not going to have 2 motors like I have. It's not going to have all the nice little accoutrements inside the interior that I have on this Model 3 Highland. It's, you know, not, I've got the all-wheel drive, so you're not going to have all, you know, as that, let me exit out of this. We'll stop by the mailboxes. But from a software perspective, you're going to have the exact same software, and anybody at Tesla would tell you the same. So we're going to stop up here in a second. All right. Come to a stop. Perfect. Yeah. So a great day, great couple of FSD drives, no disengagements, no interventions. Didn't even get the red hands for the sun. Now that being said, it is 5 o'clock in the evening right now. So yesterday when I got those red hands, it was about 5:30, 5:45. So that sun was like directly coming through the windshield, like right over the tree line, if you will. So did not have any of those issues at all today. Perfect drives, perfect FSD drives. Really the only thing to talk is just getting out of the gate. We were 3 for 3. We did not have to do an intervention to get it out of the gate, but it was a bit slow. You saw that. So yeah, great drives. And yeah, look forward to doing this again tomorrow and for days to come until we get to the 1010 event and we get these robo taxis going. All right, everybody, I hope y'all have a great rest of your what's left of the afternoon. Well, I guess technically now we're in the evening, but yeah, and I will talk to y'all again soon, probably tomorrow. Bye-bye.